Hey everybody, Florida Stacker back here with you, and today I want to talk to you about 5 more ounces of silver that I picked up through Apmex OneGold. And OneGold, if you're not familiar with it, is sort of a hybrid play between digital silver and gold stacking and physical. For this week's order, if you saw last week's order, which was 5 buffaloes, I went a little bit different. Okay, so I redeemed for 5 ounces of silver, and I got one 2020 Silver American Eagle, one 2020 Canadian Maple Leaf, and then 3 more of the Buffalo Rounds, the 1 ounce Buffalo Rounds from the Highland Mint here in Florida. And yeah, I didn't even know the Highland Mint was only about an hour and a half away from me until my last video. So for my subscribers that made me aware of that, hey, thanks for letting me know. So 5 more ounces. So in front of you, I've got actually 3 tubes too. And what I'm going to do over the next 10 weeks is I'm going to stack 6 ounces per week from Apmex using OneGold. I've currently got my automatic investment set at $90 every Friday, and then $140 on the first of the month. And that should cover, so long as spot doesn't shoot the moon, which I don't think it's going to do over this next week, while I do think it's going to continue to go up. But that should be enough money for me over the next 10 weeks to pick up 60 ounces of silver. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm still focusing on that 1 ounce gold buffalo, also using OneGold, and picking up some fractional gold here and there whenever I come across a good deal. But for the main part, I'm going to be looking to fill these tubes that you see here today with these coins, utilizing this service. So let's go ahead and start. All right, so the first tube here is this generic tube, but hey, we're going to go ahead and fill this one first. So this is the one from last week, and we'll go ahead and open up these rounds. Interesting too, here, I'll show you something in a second, that these came packaged, right, just loose inside of the plastic packaging. Here you go. Here's the Highland Mint 1 ounce Buffalo Round. And I say interesting because they shipped 1 coin, not a round, but 1 coin here. Let's go ahead and twist the cap off. They shipped 1 coin, that's the Canadian Maple Leaf here, and a flip as well. So, all right, let's go ahead and get these other Buffalo Rounds out. Yeah, so I think if if this is something you want to try, I'm obviously not saying that you need to use Apmex OneGold. You can use any of your local online, local dealers, like Jam Bullion, Texas Precious Metals, ST Bullion, whoever you prefer to go through. I really like this service from Apmex, so I'm going to stick with it for a while. Or your local coin shop. Obviously, I always encourage that you try to support the local economy because when it comes to your time of need, when maybe you want to either, as Silver Torch would say, during the next generational wealth transfer, if you've been stacking and accumulating precious metals, and when they do get to that valuation that we all know they're going to get to, and you want to get that into a different asset class or some other sort of investment, your local coin shop is going to be the best way to do that. So I always recommend that you start there. However, this is the 21st century, and so there are options out there like Apmex, Jam Bullion, and some of the other bullion dealers that I've mentioned in my previous videos. All right, so here's the tube for the Eagles, and let's show you this beautiful new 2020 Eagle. Still my favorite coin. Still the king of silver coins. Ridiculous right now, the premiums. That's why I'm only picking up a few here and there. And let's get this Buffalo Round in. Okay, and hey, I've got a lot of questions lately on the tubes. Now, these are guardhouse tubes, and I really like these. I'm going to show you something. So that there's like a little part here that you can line up and get them nice and snug. They do twist off. You do have to use just a little bit of muscle, not too much. But these tubes here will hold 20 of these generic silver rounds. So not bad, right? So we'll get this thing filled. That'll be 20. And then this is the American Silver Eagle guardhouse tube. These are much cheaper than the government issued ones, by the way, and a lot easier to get into. Same thing, this will hold 20 American Silver Eagles. So over the next 10 weeks, we'll Fill that up. And then lastly, a lot of people have a hard time finding tubes for the Canadian maple leaf. But let me tell you a little secret. The Morgan silver dollar, the Peace dollar, the Eisenhower dollars, they're all the same size. So just look for the large dollar tubes, right? Like this one from Guardhouse. This will hold 20 maple leaves. And here, let me go ahead and pull this maple leaf out. These are just gorgeous coins. I really do love them. I know a lot of people don't like the queen side, and I get that, but let's show the pretty side then, right? All right, look at that maple leaf. It's got that nice security feature down there in the bottom right. Just a gorgeous silver bullion coin. And you can get these at a better value right now than the American Silver Eagle if you're looking in the right spot. 4.9's fine. So the most refined of the silver that I've showed you here today in this Canadian maple leaf. Just got to watch out for the, the spotting on the older maples. And then, of course, there are a lot of coin shops out there that just, they don't favor the maples. I think it's due to their history with the milk spotting. But if they see the 2018 19s and 20s, the ones that I'm keen to picking up, I think they'll start to understand that the maple, it's making a comeback. So there you go. That's 5 more ounces of silver added to the stack. And we're going to go ahead and take these tubes here. All right, we've got a little bit of a head start in the generic rounds, but give me 10 weeks, all right? Let me stick with this, $90 a week into the silver account, plus $140 at the first of the month. I'll redeem for 6 ounces of silver each Friday. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Today is Friday, so this video is probably hitting a couple of days after I filmed it, but each Friday is when I'll go ahead and place that order. And I think I told you in my last video, it takes about 3 to 4 business days from when you do redeem for your coins to arrive. It's super fast because you get Apmex premium shipping. It says on your, I don't have it in front of me, but that little pink receipt you get with all your Apmex purchases, for those that have bought from Apmex, you know what I'm talking about. They use pink paper. It tells you that you're, a select or premium member on that shipment. So, yeah, we'll get these filled, all right? I encourage you all to keep looking for the deals. Find a system that works for you. Please don't hate on mine. I'm just trying to share how I'm accumulating wealth and retaining it for the future. Yeah, that's about it. Sometimes it just feels weird sitting here talking to myself, but I know you guys are on the other end listening, and I appreciate your support. So thank you. Thank you again. And stay safe, everybody. And I'll be back in a week to show you some more additions to these tubes. Take care.